everybody, hope you're having a great day. We've got a lot to cover today. We find ourselves just 1 week out from the start of the 2019-2020 season. We're going to be covering Dunkin today, so I'm going to go ahead and be quiet and let's get started. So something that I thought would be a fun exercise would be to take a step back and look at why the Dunkin partnership is performing the way it is. Here we can see large portions of NHL fans have positive attitudes towards sponsors and advertisers that support the sports and teams that they love. So from the start, the Dunkin relationship, and really any other partner for that matter, is getting a fan base ready and willing to engage with sponsors. So where does this end up showing up for Dunkin? Well, looking at the metric value, we can not only see higher performance amongst NHL fans, but a pretty decent spike looking at the coveted avid fan segment. In fact, across all the 16 standardized metrics that we track, we were hard pressed to find any metrics that weren't favorable for Dunkin amongst NHL fans. What we see here with word of mouth, we're actually seeing changes in trading places when it comes to performance. Looking at the graph, we actually see that Dunkin wasn't always on the tip of everyone's tongue positively, but that earlier this year that changed. And we started to see major increases in Dunkin's word of mouth and people talking about the brand amongst avid NHL fans. And while brand health metrics and indicators are nice, at the end of the day, partners want to see these partnerships impact a consumer's likelihood to purchase, and that's exactly what we see going on here with Dunkin. And if I'm Dunkin, I'm ecstatic seeing that the partnership has been able to drive purchase intent well above where the market leader's current place is, something that's oftentimes very hard to do for brands, given that they're starting from a lower foothold. So in terms of the fallout, where does the success of this partnership leave us today? Well, NHL fans today are 45% more likely than the general population to purchase coffee once or more per week. They're also 15% more likely to indulge in fancy coffee drinks, 15% more likely to agree that there's no such thing as too much coffee, and 39 million NHL fans have a positive impression of Dunkin as a company. On the right-hand side, we can see the top-ranked coffee chains for NHL fans listed by level of satisfaction. So, as you can see, Dunkin takes the cake among this large, hockey-loving, coffee-drinking segment. That concludes our 3-week dive into NHL sponsor performance. We're going to go ahead and take a couple weeks off from rolling out the next episode. So if there's actually a specific property or sport that you'd like to see analyzed more closely, go ahead and drop a note in the comments. We haven't made our decision on what we'll be rolling out next. So with that, have a great rest of September, and I will talk to you all soon.